Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks so much for clicking on WDTV.com. It's Friday, April 26th. I'm Kristen Keeling. Here are some of your top stories coming from the 5 newsroom. What was a scary scene for people around Canaan Valley in Tucker County? A plane went down near a resort there and 3 people were injured. We know it was a small Cessna plane and it went down near a private airstrip near the Wynwood Fly-In Resort. 3 people had to be flown to Ruby Memorial Hospital by HealthNet. State police were on scene and Federal Aviation Administration officials will be heading that way to try and figure out what exactly went wrong to cause the plane to crash. Of course, keep updated with us throughout the night on the latest information. After days in court, a 24-year-old man was found not guilty in the death of a baby boy. For the past 3 days, prosecutors tried to say that Jonathan Queen was responsible for the head trauma that the boy died from 3 years ago. But today, a jury decided that's not true. Immediately after the verdict, you can see right here, Queen gasped and started crying. Yesterday, his attorneys argued that the state was only making claims and not stating the facts. The jury started deliberating around 3 o'clock yesterday and stopped around 5. Just before 10 this morning, though, they came back with a not guilty verdict. We talked with Queen just moments after, and he told us he's thrilled.
I'm pleased with the verdict that the jury made. I'm just happy that God was with me through this. I'm very pleased with my 2 counsels, Mr. Hinkle and Mr. Hawkins. They represent me very well in this case, and just glad that the truth came out in this matter.
Queen was allowed to walk free as soon as the trial was over. $5 grand is up for grabs for anyone who has some information about who set an apartment building on fire earlier this week. Overnight, the state fire marshal's office determined this case arson. It happened Wednesday afternoon at an apartment building on Locust Avenue. That's near Fairmont State University. Investigators said it started in the basement stairwell and the building was vacant when the fire started. Firefighters were able to contain the damage to the basement and the front part of the building. Now, if you know anything, call the State Fire Marshal's Office Arson Hotline at 800-233-FIRE. Investigators are also still trying to figure out what caused an empty home to catch fire last night. Shortly before 10, firefighters were called to the home on Limestone Road, just outside of Liberty Addition. The home was being renovated, so no one was there at the time of the fire. Crews were on scene and they said they weren't sure what sparked it. Now we're told they plan on calling in investigators to check it out. Well, what's going to happen to that complex on Johnson Avenue in Bridgeport that caught fire last week? That's still a mystery. Now, do investigators know for sure what caused it yet? At last check, investigators are still trying to figure that out as well. The last thing we heard was from an owner of one of the affected businesses. He said they were planning on tearing half of the building down, but that has not been confirmed yet. The building is boarded up and covered to prevent any more damage. Let's take a peek at what the newsroom is working on for you for Fox 10 at 10 and 5 News at 11. First up, developments into a plane crash in Tucker County. We're told a small Cessna plane went down in Canaan Valley and 3 people were hurt. We'll bring you the latest into that investigation. Plus, our very own Lindsay Burnworth has been attending the Upshur County Citizens Fire Academy. What did she learn last week? We'll bring you into the process of becoming a firefighter. That's what's making headlines tonight. Make sure to tune in to Fox 10 at 10, 5 News at 11. Until then, have a great night.